Happy Topps release day. 2026 Topps Series 1 is due to release today. This is being recorded in advance on February 8th, but this video should come out on Wednesday, and we're going to be going over what SKUs and stuff is going to be available on release day, as there are a few SKUs that will be delayed one singular week. So if you like certain SKUs over other, then you might have to wait an extra week. But all things considered, most of the release will be available on Wednesday or today as you are listening to this. We're going to go over some of the stuff that I think is pretty important for you to know going into this Topps release day. Number one is that it is still not confirmed as of February 8th if the hobby box has any silver packs and what amount of silver packs are in the jumbo boxes. This is information that will be available for you when you are hearing this. So just go to YouTube, type in 2026 Topps Series 1 hobby box opening, and watch a box break. Right now, the pre-orders on Blowout are showing silver packs will be in the boxes at their normal rate. So the hobby having 1 and the jumbos having 2. Now, that is still not confirmed as of the 8th of February. So we're cutting it a little close. And I'm starting to get worried because I need to know if I'm buying a case or not on release day. I have 4 hobby boxes coming that I pre-ordered from Topps, but that's all I bought because I just had a feeling this release was going to be a little bit different coming off of their Topps basketball release. That flagship release, they took some stuff away, they raised the price point, and we saw them do something similar with Jumbo, taking a hit away and also increasing the price. And they did adjust some of the retail as well. I believe Blasters lost a pack. I believe Megas lost 2 packs, and the price points stayed the same. So please be careful when it comes to these products. I believe Hobby went up $10. Didn't lose a hit, and hopefully did not lose the silver pack. If it loses the silver pack as a game changer, I won't be buying Topps anymore, Topps Hobby, if the silver packs are gone out of Hobby, because that is my profit margin. These silver packs go for about $35. When I buy, a case, I'm making $400 profit per case because I'm selling the silver packs, and I just slowly sell off all the other packs from the box. So I really hope those silver packs aren't gone. But let's hop in. Let me show you the 2 SKUs that are actually not going to be available here on release. First one is going to be the Mega Box. So right here, you can see this is actually going to be 1 week behind on the 18th. And like I said, I think these have lost 2 packs. It does say that per box, you're going to get 3 crackle foils of the 1991 design. If they're actually in the product this time, I still think mega boxes might actually be a good format. And right now, the pre-order pricing on Blowout is not bad per case. You're sitting at $1,025. It's really not bad for a mega case. And assuming you would get your mega stars as your case hit, you'll probably get one of your HFAs and maybe even a gold mirror out of a mega case. So it seems like decent value, I won't lie. And then the other SKU that's going to be delayed just 1 week is going to be the Super Box, which the format seems to be the same, but we are not getting a pin anymore. We're getting a Funko Pop. This is something I'm very interested in. I don't know if it's going to be a redemption. I don't know if it's going to be a mini Funko Pop. I don't know how it's going to work. So the way the format was in the Super Box is you have your 5 packs on the left, 5 packs on the right. You have the oversized card in the middle, and the companion card, the short print image variation, sits right on top of that. Then in the top right, you have the silver pack. And then I believe it was either right here where the 75 is, or down here in the bottom right is where the pin sat. Now that we don't have the pin, but we have Funko Pops, the only thing that I can assume is that it's either a mini Funko Pop or it is a redemption for a Funko Pop. These super boxes are printed in mass, and to think that they would do that many redemptions for an oversized Funko Pop kind of seems like there's going to be some shipping logistics. This has got to be a mini Funko. I really don't see any other way it could go, but it's definitely really interesting, and I'll have to keep an eye on it because the Super Box is actually, assuming it's still $39.99, the Super Box is one of the best value products that there is, because of the silver pack, not even because of the pin, but because of the silver pack and also because of the companion short print. It's one that I tried to buy, I would say, like 5 to 10 cases of every single release, just to stock up on some retail packs for our store, stock up on the silver packs and the pins and the SPs and all that stuff. So, next we have, let's go over the regular retail. So we have blasters that are going to be dropping. You can see we're at 6 packs a box now, not 7. And you're going to be getting your normal spring training parallels. I think you get 3 a box. I think every once in a while you get a 4th one. Usually blaster cases, as of recent, will have 1 to 2 autos, 1 mem, maybe 2, and you'll be getting your gold mirror. You'll be getting an HFA, and that's the majority of your blaster break. If you get something super short print, that's amazing, but like more than a regular case hit or something extremely low numbered, that's great. But overall, blasters are a fairly poor value, all things considered. So the next retail format that will be available for you on release is going to be the Fat Pack. And the Fat Pack is notorious for being terrible in Series 1 releases. For the longest time, I think the last Series 1 Fat Pack that was actually decent value was 2022, before the whole Wander fiasco, because Wander base cards were, $10 for the longest time. So even when you would have a skunk pack, getting a Wander base still paid for your pack. We really don't see that anymore when it comes to these rookies because of how overprinted this stuff is right now. These base rookies on release day might be $3, might be $5, but if you're gonna rip Fat Packs, day 1 is the best day. But don't expect anything per case. Typically, you will see anywhere from 2 to 4 relic cards. Considering it's Series 1, probably going to be looking at 2. Typically, you'll see 1 auto, 1 HFA, 1 gold mirror. And with Series 1, probably out of a 108-pack case, I would say maybe 20 numbered if you're lucky. It's probably going to be closer to 10 numbered cards per case. It's just not a good value for you. So I would stay away from them. But if you need a quick hit, it is definitely an option for you. Those are probably going to run you about $7.99 retail. And last but not least for retail is going to be the hanger box. Obviously, unless you live under a rock, this is the main thing that people are attracted to. It is one of the better formats. It's one that you can just hit a lot of stuff out of these hangers. The Diamantes are very nice. They look a little strange. You can actually go, well, you guys will see it by the time that this video comes out. But right now, there's actually somebody, as of the 7th, who opened some hangers early. And the design just doesn't really mesh that well with the Diamante like it has in previous years. But, it's still extra value. Usually in a hanger box, you're looking at a $13 to $15 price tag for a guarantee of 3 or more parallels. When your parallel per card price is at $5, like with the blasters, I don't consider those spring training parallels actually parallels. I'm talking something with a shine on it, something that's rainbow foil or better. And when you're pretty much guaranteed 3 or more out of a hanger box, it just gives you better odds to hit somebody good, and at the same time, it's just a better experience. It's a feel-good product. So hangers will be the superior retail format for Top Series 1. It always is. So let's move into the hobby stuff. I know we briefly talked about, we'll touch on the holiday tins in here in a second, but as it is a retail product, we're going to hold off on that. I think hobby's the way to go if there is a silver pack and if the cases are juiced. I would highly recommend watching a case break of this product as soon as you can before going out and buying a shitload of it. If there is 4 autos a case, you might want to go jumbo. If there is 6 autographs a case, you want to go hobby. It just makes sense. You get way more with hobby, And if there is an even split 6-6, then you want to go hobby. Typically with Series 1, though, it will be a 4-8 split, 8 mems, 4 autos per case. That is typically what you will see. But if it is a 6-6 ratio, a 1-1, you want to buy hobby. Now, moving over to Jumbo. You're still getting 1 auto and you're still getting 1 mem. Typically, the second mem in a box of Jumbo, even if you get 1 good mem, you will never get a second good mem, or you'll never get a good name. So you're actually not really losing too much. You're probably losing on average $5 in value per box, which, if you really want to be picky about it, it is kind of annoying. But at the same time, it could be worse. They could just do the Panini route and say 2 autographs or relics per box, but they do guarantee 1 and 1. So it is good to have that auto guarantee. You know, right now case prices are exactly the same on Blowout. So, you know, it's like, do you want 6 autos, or do you want to gamble a little bit and go with hobby? You're getting the same amount of silver packs, hopefully. And, you know, I definitely think having, if you're going to open the entire case and you only are interested in silver packs, Jumbo's kind of the way to go, because having back-to-back silver packs actually gives you a better chance at hitting numbered, because that is pretty much guaranteed that you are getting back-to-back in the printing process. When it comes to Series 1 hobby, if there is only 1 pack a box, you know, it is probably still going to be from the same, but I just feel like you have a better chance to get something per box if you are doing it on a per box basis. But if you're ripping the entire case, I don't think it matters too much. But I don't know. It's just kind of how I think about it. But I'm going to be choosing hobby, assuming there are silver packs. If there are not silver packs in hobby and they're only in Jumbo, Jumbo will absolutely be the play. But that would also probably be pretty concerning, because that would tell me that the silver packs are either being overprinted and you're going to have a way tougher time to actually get something good, or they're being extremely short printed. And if the silver packs are short printed and loaded, Jumbo prices are going to skyrocket, especially if there is a numbered card in every single pack, for example. But with the print runs on Series 1, that's probably not going to happen. So let's talk about the holiday tins, man. It's not a product I particularly like, but it is one that they have made better. So these things in a case of, what is it, 36? It was just there on our screen. Per case, yeah, it's 36. Per case, usually you have a couple of autos tossed in there, a couple of mems, and you're still going to have your 1 gold mirror. You're still going to have your HFA, and you're going to get some of the exclusive numbered cards. These products have notoriously not performed well, and if Topps is adjusting correctly, they are going to continue to print less of them, which then in turn makes them better and better the less that is printed, because you have a better chance to get some of the numbered stuff. And when I say numbered stuff, I'm not particularly talking about your normal golds to 2026 or even any of your other parallels. I'm talking about the actual holiday variations that can be numbered. That is really what I am talking about here. That's really what you're after. And if it's going to be, I'm seeing polka dot here. You know, if they're going to have like rabbits and stuff like that, I don't know if they're going to do that for blasters. You know, typically they'll have those kind of holiday-ish inserts, but I think recently they've moved to this stupid spring training gimmick, which I hated. I think it's terrible. I loved, like, with Topps Update in 2023 when you had all the Halloween stuff, and then it moved to like the summer and it was like hot dogs and umbrellas and all that stuff. I like that a lot more. Now I think the spring training inserts are pretty shitty, but these could be okay. Think of it as an equivalent to a hanger box, and if you're into like this kind of holiday stuff more, it's kind of the same exact format, just different variations. So you can see here you have your 2 holiday variations, and then you're going to have the polka dot parallel guaranteed. You're going to get a 91 insert no matter what, and you're either going to get a Stars of MLB or a Titans. You're probably going to get one of each, honestly. without seeing any of these broke, but that's kind of what I'm after, and what I would assume. And then I would say you're going to be looking at like a 1-in-2 or a 1-in-3 ratio of getting another 1 or 2 parallels. Whether it's a rainbow foil or a hollow foil. In a case as well, you are going to probably get yourself a pink or two, and then 1 aqua also, which is another case hit. So you're gonna get stuff out of these, man. And if you are looking for volume and set building and all that, retail is absolutely the way to go. You're just gonna get a whole lot more with your retail ripping rather than your hobby ripping. So I have broken Blowout's website. Top Series 1's no longer available. I'm sorry to say, but that's pretty much the end of the video anyway. So enjoy release day, enjoy the different formats. I'm sure by now Striker has already released his odds sheet on what the actual best bang for your buck is per parallel. I'm going to take a shot in the dark. I don't think it's out yet. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say it's probably going to be the hanger box or the mega box. And usually that's what it is. So I appreciate you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed this little breakdown here. Consider subscribing, drop a like, and we'll talk to you soon.